What's up, guys? Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you guys enjoy the content and want to see more of it. I appreciate the support and hope you guys enjoy. All right, teach mirror. I haven't seen it yet, but I can imagine how it's gonna go. It's just gonna be like 10 drop chaining on each other while you just stare at each other, kind of like body mirrors where you just drop 10 drop trophies on each other. I think that is a really important card though. So Burgess is super important in this matchup just because it's hard for each other to remove it unless you have Liberation or Black Hole, whatever it's called. So I think Burgess and Liberations are two cards that you really want to find in your searches. Early on, the feats probably get a lot of mileage as well, just because Teach doesn't have any chump swingers that can attack over it. Like they don't play any like one cost Namis or one cost Utas that can swing over the Lafitte's. They have to swing over it with their leader. So seeing Lafitte's early probably helps as well. But we are starting one big difference is that the right Teach has Hachinosu, so he can really see his 10 drop teaches or even just pieces more, whereas the left doesn't see it. And then one thing we also see is the left is min rarity, while the right is probably max rarity. So cheer for the min rarity guy. But also, Teach on the left gets to go second, and I think you want to go second in this matchup, get the extra card, and you get to play a 10 drop Teach first. He's gonna grab the Lafitte, so it's just gonna be really nice next turn. And then now this Teach on the right, he has Doc Q, so I think we just play Doc Q here so that you can be prepared to kill his Lafitte's. So Teach doesn't play any chump attackers, but you can play Lafitte or play Doc Q to KO the Lafitte's. But yeah, he's looking through his hand. Van Augur, not really a good card, but at least you can play out 5 down. But I think you probably swing 6 here and play a Doc Q. You swing 5 and play Doc Q then. Or you can play Shiryu. Oh, you can play Shiryu. Okay, so cool adaptation. Shiryu is basically a pseudo blocker. And then one thing to note too is that you don't need to play or use your leader effect at all in this, because neither your leaders can play all play effects, so you don't need to use your leader effects. So it'll be an odd game of Teach where you actually probably have a lot of cards in hand. And this Teach doesn't have Burgess, so Burgess on curve here would have been nice. We'll swing 5k. Maybe I think this is my age. See another Burgess. Okay, so he has 2 in hand, so 2 Burgesses is 0. Really good start for the right Teach. Now the left Teach, do you just play Laboon here? You can play double Lafitte's. Not sure how good that would be. Oh, you can establish Hachinosu as well. So maybe Hachinosu and play a Lafitte. Yeah, Hachinosu is gonna be nice. Now you can start finding your core pieces. You need to find a Burgess. So you actually had the advantage because you could play Burgess first and force your opponent to keep answering your Burgess Liberation, but you lost that advantage. Oh man, it's tough between Liberation and Burgess. So you know he has Burgess. So I think I just grabbed Liberation here. Oh, he's gonna grab Burgess. So you're playing it really risky because now next turn, if he plays Burgess, you can't answer your Liberation because you don't have any. Yeah, he's gonna play Lafitte, so maybe he sees Liberation here. Yep, he does say. So then you just grab this. So I guess the order of his searches worked really well because if you grab Liberation 4 and then see this turn, then he'll like grab double Liberation, seeing Burgess. But I feel like Burgess is always a 4 up and Liberation is probably a 2 or 3 up, so you're more likely to see a second Burgess than you are to see a second Liberation. And he's gonna play Lafitte. So now Shiryu survives, so he can swing over the Lafitte, but then you want to attach one down to Shiryu anyway because you want to get the filter. So it would 85k attack anyway. Oh, this teacher on the right is playing the VV that comes out of life. It's really cool. It's like the Brulee where if you hit it out of life, it just plays. Okay, here. Liberation or 10 drop teach. You don't need 10 drop teach for another 4 turns, so maybe just Liberation here so you can answer your opponent's Burgess. Now he's gonna grab 10 drop teach. Does he have Liberation in hand? He doesn't. Now you probably swing 5k Shiryu at the Lafitte. Yeah, I probably would have liked it better if he played the Doc Q last turn, just so he can KO this Lafitte and then swing over the Lafitte. And then even when the Doc Q gets swung over, he still gets a card out of him. Or he still gets a card back. But you want to establish Burgess here, probably. Yeah, so swing 5k at the Lafitte. Do some filtering. And also filter trash cards for your Burgess. Lafitte, and you just let this go. Yep. Doing some filtering. Okay, finger pistol and another Burgess. Okay, so 3 Burgesses, but no Liberations. Okay, so now 5k leader. Then gonna save 4 down for the Burgess. Oh wow, finger pistol is so brutal because now his leader doesn't have to swing over your Shiryu anymore. That's a huge sugar. Okay, so now Burgess. So now you probably just Lafitte and then play Liberation. Okay. I might have searched Lafitte first. I guess if he knew he was gonna discard, discarding Laboon is okay. But then if you find nothing off Lafitte, you can just discard it off Hachinosu. Like you find a non-counter you don't need. Okay, so looking at his hand. Probably just want more Liberations and... Oh, Lafitte is actually really nice here too. So you can keep chaining these Lafittes and force your opponent to keep swinging over them, and you're getting like 1 card advantages off of that because it's eating a swing from the leader and it's also getting your card. Yeah, he's gonna take the Lafitte. So now you can use Lafitte here. Do some extra searches. Probably 10 drop teach here, right? Yeah. And now you swing 5k, play Lafitte, and then do Liberation. Taking that, no triggers. So now you just do Liberation and then Lafitte. Here comes Liberation. And probably a Lafitte. Yep. So Burgess Liberation obviously very important because you gotta answer each other's. 10 drop very important in the late game, but the Lafitte in the early game right now are giving the guy on the left a lot of card advantage. Now you're 7 down. Maybe you can do Burgess and then Doc Q. So swing over 1 Lafitte, Doc Q the other Lafitte, and then play a Burgess. This is my age is not bad. Because you have 1 extra down anyway. That's the only target actually you have. Because you have 7 down anyway. Burgess is 4. Doc Q is 2. Oh, he doesn't have Doc Q anymore. He discarded a long time ago. Okay. This is my age. Finding Lafitte is not bad. So now you have an alternate play where you can do Lafitte for 2, Burgess for 4, and then swing over the other Lafitte. Yep. Now you do your own Lafitte. I might be seeing wrong, but I thought he had Doc Q at one point, so maybe he discarded it. Seeing 10 drop teach here probably. Liberation. Okay, Liberation makes sense. You can answer your Burgess. Your opponent's going to 8 down, so he can Liberation your Burgess and then play his own Burgess. So you want to be able to do the same thing back to him, where you can Liberation his Burgess and play your own Burgess. He's also thinking about the 10 drop teach, because this matchup probably comes down to like if you can keep chaining teaches and your opponent can't. But you have Hachinoso, so it's pretty easy to find teaches. I'm gonna swing, yep, Burgess. Alright. And now it's the Burgess on the left. So, contrary to the one on the right, your Lafitte now can swing over their Lafitte instead of searching. I think that makes sense, where you can swing Lafitte over their Lafitte, get a 1k counter out of them at least, or let it go, and now your leader can swing at their leader, and then just play double Burgess or Burgess Liberation. So yeah, going second is a huge advantage in this matchup. Finding this is my age. You have double Burgess, no Liberation, so that's a little unfortunate. So now you just swing Lafitte, swing leader, and then play double Burgess. And in terms of who has more cards in trash, the one on the left is going to have almost a 9k Burgess. The one on the right, it looks like he has almost a 9k. So they're pretty similar to cards in trash as well. I don't think you ever counter here. I mean, if you counter here, same thing as countering with your leader, his leader effect attack for 5k. Yeah, so the Lafitte's have been putting in the most work. Now it's double Burgess. Yeah. Alright, so now you're 9 down turn. I think at this point you stop swinging at the Lafitte, because now you go to 10 down. Or your opponent's going to 10 down, and he's just going to play teach anyway, and he's not going to have any down for the Lafitte. So you probably just swing at leader. You have double Burgess as well, which is pretty funny. So you have Burgess Liberation, so maybe you swing 6k leader, Liberation 1 Burgess, play your own Burgess. I'm not sure if you swing your Burgess. I think you do. Just because if you're expecting a 10 drop, I'm not sure whose Burgess is stronger, but his Burgess was probably going to come at you for like the same attack that your Burgess is. Yeah, so probably 6k leader. I think he has 2, 4, 16 in trash. I think they both are around 16 trash, so their Burgess are pretty similar. Okay, ditching one Burgess. If you see double hot liberation here, it would be really nice. Okay, double liberation is really nice too, but you also have 10 drop, and I know you bought decked one earlier. But if you double liberation here, your Burgess is safe. So that's probably better. The only risk is you have one teach left in deck, I think. Thinking about it. He might be counting how long to get to the bottom of his deck again for the other Burgess, or for the other teach. I think double liberation is this highest risk, highest reward. But you also are falling behind, so maybe you need to take this risk. Yeah, I think I would probably take liberation and just double liberation his Burgess. Now my Burgess is safe. Yep, liberation. Now he's gonna do 6k lead, 9k Burgess, double liberation. Oh, he's gonna swing at the Lafitte. Ooh, I might just let it go. I think it's 11k leader. Double liberation. Yeah, I don't think you need to swing at the Lafitte there, just because if you're expecting your opponent to play 10 drop anyway, then just leave it up. So now just probably 10 drop teach and then swing 5k leader. So the nice thing about this is even though your teach is going to get stunned by their teach, you get a 12k body first. So you can play your second teach before they play their second teach. And then the first teach can attack. Okay, leader. Another 10 drop teach. Oh, he has Manshare too, which is really cool. And Bartolomeo. So Bartolomeo and Manshare I think was a combo that people tried because it's a cheap blocker because teach is notoriously bad in the early game because you can just swing 7k at them and they're not going to play any blockers. The only blocker you usually play is 10 drop teach until they started adding the 2-cost Vasco shot. But Bartol's also 2k. Teach also runs very short 2ks. They usually just run 8 of the Blackbeard 2ks. So having an extra 2k you can grab back off Manshare is really nice. And it's also a blocker. Yeah, it's probably just 5k lead and then 10 drop teach. And you probably just take this one, right? No, you counter up. I'm not sure like how the template dictates whether you counter this or not. But similar to playing against 10 cost Dofis, where you have to counter some of the early attacks because later on you're not going to be able to end the game quick enough, and then those you regret not countering a 5k attack. But yeah, so first teach is dropped. Now he has a pretty easy turn. Just teach back first. You gotta make sure you teach first so that you remove the blocker from teach. Hachinosu, getting rid of, I would assume Burgess here. Yeah. Maybe finding a 2k or a Lafitte. Or 10 drop teach. Okay, so 2k found. And now you teach first, make sure that your opponent loses his blocker. Yep. And then I swing 5k. Then you probably counter on this. Yep. So you just look at the card advantage there. So one on the left has 5 cards, one on the right has 3 cards. The bright side is the one on the right has Burgess set up. So he's gonna get that swing next turn, but and he also has 1 card, so it's actually looking pretty close in terms of advantage. Okay, so third teach. I'm not sure how many teaches you can actually drop in a mirror. But 3 seems pretty good to me. He's gonna take 2k. Okay, so he's... I don't know how many teach you can drop in the mirror, so I'm guessing 2 is probably close to the max. Alright, so now, same thing. Teach first, get rid of the blocker. Now you swing 5k. And it'll be interesting to see if he swings to the teach too. But yeah, I'm not gonna give him an extra card. If he blocks, counters that one, then I'm not gonna get extra card. If he does take the life, then I'll swing my teach probably. But since he's not, I'm just gonna make this a resource game. Keep him low resources. And if anything, I can use these 2 teaches to block both the Burgess and the leader. So he has 22. So Burgess is 10k. So now it's just the same thing where you just drop teach and just swing. Hachinosu, getting rid of Lafitte. Maybe you're looking for another 10 drop. All right, now you can swing 5k first. Yep, 5k first. Seeing gets the block. No block. Okay, so now you just play teach. Nice swing 12k maybe? Okay, he just passes as well. I thought he might have swung 12k there and just get the extra card. I guess the risk of that is that he can just put all his Dawn and swing at your teach. But then he's not establishing anything else. Okay, so now do you do third teach? You kind of do the same thing as your opponent where you just swing 5k first, test the water, see if they counter or not. If they block, then you can start going for the teach. Okay, Hachi knows it first. Think about what to discard. Okay, getting rid of Burgess. Maybe looking for Liberation here. Liberation is really good here. Lafitte's also really good here too. I would have liked it if he did this after, so then you don't show your hand. If you grab Liberation, then you kind of show your opponent that you might not play a 10 drop teach. If you swung 5k first, see what your opponent does, and then that'll determine what you do. And then, or see, that'll determine what you add off the search as well. Because you already had 10 drop teach. If you're going to do that, you could have done it already. Okay, so now you can do another 10 drop teach. Or you can do Liberation, and this is my H. Okay, so think about not doing another 10 drop teach. Okay, he's gonna swing. Ooh, he gets a blocker out of life. Then do the teach, stunning one of the teaches probably. And probably think about whether he wants to swing the last one. So do you swing the last one? Probably not, right? Yeah, he's gonna pass. Alright, so 1 card in hand. 2 cards in hand now. There's no lethal angle because you only have technically 4 attackers if you count the VV. But he has 2 blockers. Okay, so Hachinosu grabbing the Hachinosu, so it's a pretty dead card. No more teaches, so now you have to start swinging and trying to get him to block and then maybe swing over his bodies. Maybe you just go 14k at the teach with your teach. Honestly, this blocker might even go in. But yeah, 14k we teach kind of makes sense. 5k lead, no, you just can go all in. Okay. And then get rid of that teach. That's not bad either. You leave your 2 blockers standing up. But the blockers don't even get that much value here because your opponent's characters are all 12k anyway. Thinking about using T2Ks, I think he just lets it go. I'm really thinking about it. Yep, let it go. Oh, faking us out. Yep, just gonna let it go. Alright, so now your next turn is a little bit weird. He has no rested bodies for you to swing over. So you have to swing a life. So now you have Shiryu. Probably do Hachinosu first, see what you get. Because you could just drop another 10 drop teach. Yeah, and then you probably discard a... This is my H. Finds nothing really. He has Vasco Shot, which is a blocker, I guess. I would have kept the This is my Age though. I don't think 2Ks matter that much here. Because now we have This my Age, you can search a little bit more. A really good card here would actually be Lafitte or Mancheri. Because they get you extra value. Your opponent's leader will have to swing over it. So swing 7k lead. Wonder if he's going to block this. Because the threat of him attacking like this is that if he's going to start swinging with his teachers and then they'll threaten your teachers. Okay, he's going to take it. Do Liberation and leave 4 down open. Liberation. Play a 2-cost blocker. Then do you swing your teach? Okay, just pass. Yeah, maybe keeping this my age would have been better. Oh, they're in overtime now. I think it's one of the few times I've seen this game go overtime. All right, well this mirror is like it makes me not want to play this deck just because this mirror seems pretty brutal. It's a lot of paint drying. Okay, Hachinosu. The one on the right is kind of a little bit more urgent now just because he has less life. So he would lose if this game ends right now. Now you guys start thinking about what numbers you can swing where you can bait them to block, but also get some counters out. He does have Liberation to steal a game with your opponent. No, can't really do anything here. You can do Lafitte here. This is a super long mirror. Okay, 7? I mean, 7 Lafitte. Maybe Lafitte finds a blocker or Burgess. Just seeing how many 2Ks in trash probably. Or even maybe finger pistols in trash. Man, it must be hard to announce this game. And like I don't blame them. Like maybe this is a super intense match. Like whoever wins this goes to the finals. Okay, 7K. Is he gonna block this? Get the free block? I feel like you do, right? If you get the free block, your opponent starts going at your taste, you can block one of those, and then the other one might have to go all in. But then he starts rushing his teaches, and then you could have game on the crackback. Okay, so take this. Van Auger. Now, what's he gonna do if he swings like 14K teach? Might not even do that. I wonder if there's a time limit too, or is it just turns in Japan? Man, the permutations that must be going through his head right now. I think he's sorry thinking about it, which I do too, and I know I'm taking a long time. This is almost egregious though. Okay, 4 for Liberation, KO the blocker. Now do you swing 14K teach? No, 16K teach. Okay. And he does have enough to block, counter if he wants. Is he gonna do it? Block, counter. Okay, now it's left teach's turn to think. I should take it? Okay. That's fine. Oh, Mansheri. Mansheri is nice. Now you can bring back your blockers. Ooh, and a blocker too. He can bring... Mansheri bring back a Bartolomeo. I don't know if it's in trash though. But then he can wall up pretty easily now. So Mansheri is 2. Vasco Shot is 2. So you have 6 down left over. Maybe you swing 7K here and see what happens. If you swing 7K here and your opponent blocks for free, you can swing 14K twice at the teaches. Oh, it's still risky. Maybe you just swing at the teach instead. Maybe you swing... it's hard. Mansheri is nice though. But yeah, it's hard number. 16K here. 16K teach. If he does, he just blocks it though, doesn't he? Yeah, I think it has to be less than that. And you probably want to keep one of the teachers up. 5K to try to bait the block. Or get one card out of hand. 7K? Get 2 cards out of hand. Yeah, because you have to play around Liberation. If Liberation cancels one of your blockers, then those 2 teachers are going in for like 14k, 14k. Okay, makes sense. You have to counter that. Okay. Now you can start going at the teach probably. Okay, he's gonna do Manchery first? Yeah, Manchery. What's he gonna get back? Burgess. He's getting back a Burgess, so he's gonna end the turn with Burgess and a Pascal shot and set up Lethal for next game or next turn. Yep. And then he has 2, 4, 6, 7k. So even if he does find Liberation, he lives. If Liberation cancels out one of the blockers, then or even Finger Pistol cancels out one of the blockers, then he can only swing 11k with his leader, and he has enough counters. It's just enough. He has 7k counter on it. I don't think there's any way he can get rid of a blocker for less than 4 costs. If there was, then he'd win the game. Maybe stronger into Docu, but then he doesn't have enough cards for that. Okay, so now you have to go all in with your VV as well. So you do 4 there, 3 there. It's just 8, 8, 12, 12. Because I don't think you live next turn anyway. Yeah, 8, 8, 12, 12. Then 8 again. I think your map is pretty clear here. I don't think there's any way around it. Yeah, 8, 8, 12, 12. No, you just don't attack anymore. Yep. And now your lethal's pretty easy. I think you just do. He tries to hurry up too. This is the last turn as well. Now you do 9, guaranteed. Then you do 12, 12. 12, 12, at least 12 or something. Yeah. Now you just do 12. 12. And then you do all in Burgess. Wow, that's a mirror that I never want to play.